honor of National Pet Month, we are chatting with one of our local animal shelters.
Joining us live this morning is Josey Miller. She's a volunteer for Best Friends Animal Society, whose life-saving adoption center is located in SoHo. Josey, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to New York Living. Who do we have here?
This is Quinn. He's 4 months old.
Hello, baby Quinn.
Say hello.
Hello. Quinn vacillates between being very awake and then he gets sleepy.
Yes, typical
and then he
kitten.
goes back
Puppies
on
are the same, right? They go off the walls and then they're sleeping.
Yeah. So you mentioned we were talking in the commercial about kitten season, which I didn't realize there was a kitten season.
Yes,
so
it is a thing.
Yeah.
From May to November is typically when the female cats generally have their litters, which leads to an influx of kittens at all the shelters. They become very overwhelming for a lot of the staff. And unfortunately, you know, Best Friends Animal Society is an animal welfare organization determined to see the end of the killing of cats and dogs in American shelters by 2025. And unfortunately, when they're overwhelmed like that, sometimes they are killed purely for space constraints, no other reason. But it doesn't have to be like that. If you volunteer, if you foster, if you adopt, it helps them so much.
Oh, Quinn,
Yeah,
so
here we go.
Come on. So
here we go. Now he's
He
performing.
didn't want to hear about what
He's
happens.
like, don't tell me about this bad stuff. It's not going to happen.
He wants to play.
Oh,
He's a
sweet
kid,
man.
he just wants to play.
How long have you been volunteering with Best Friends?
So I actually was walking by the new center that Best Friends opened in 2017 when they first opened. It's such a beautiful place. And I went in and I was chatting with them and I signed up right away. And it's amazing. I was just saying there are so many ways to volunteer at an animal shelter.
You don't have to be
You don't have to be a veterinarian. You don't have to be a cat or dog expert. I do some social media. I work at the events, you know.
Can you try to hold? I'll try to hold him.
You want
just
to?
because we were covering your mic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
And we want to hear what you have to say.
We got a fur ball on the mic.
There you go.
Okay, Queenie. Okay, baby.
Yeah, right.
So there are other ways to volunteer.
Yes, so there are other ways to volunteer at a shelter, but really fostering and adopting is, you know, kind of our mission. We like to see as many animals go out to loving homes as possible. If you need me to take it
Listen,
back,
Quinn, don't mess with her.
No,
Don't mess with her. She looks nice, but you don't want to get on her bad side.
We are having a moment right now.
Now, for anyone that's interested in fostering,
yes,
you know, maybe they can't commit to an adoption.
yes. It's a great way to test drive having a pet. And it's actually amazing. You can do it for any length of time. You could do it for 2 weeks. You could do it for months, whatever is best for you. A lot of the shelters will provide the supplies and veterinary care if need be. And you can kind of work together just to make it happen. Sometimes it leads to adoption. Sometimes it doesn't. The goal is basically to clear the space in the shelters, though.
So you can get more in.
So we can bring more in. And
try
then
and save them all.
Save them all. That's
Exactly.
the goal.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
He's okay. He's okay.
Oh, yeah.
He's how old?
He's 4 months. This is so exciting. What an adventure.
And Quinn is up for adoption.
He is, and so many other kittens are there right now because of kitten season.
Kitten season.
Yes, so many. There are puppies there right now, too. Dogs, cats, older. A lot of times it's easier to actually adopt an older animal who's already potty trained and calmer. You know, you're not going to see older cats act as, you know, nutty, but, they're all fun for different reasons.
Can anyone adopt a pet? Is there a vetting system?
There is a vetting system, but also it's helpful to ask yourself a lot of questions before you go to a shelter you're so cute, to see, ask yourself, do I have the time? Do I have the energy? Do I have the financial resources? Does my landlord, I know you're talking about real estate, does my landlord allow cats or dogs in my home?
And let me just tell you, if there's no door, you find a window. Because when I moved into my apartment, they said no, and we wore them down.
That's right.
2 years later, we got Louis.
You never know. It never hurts to ask.
You always have to ask, and then keep asking until the answer is yes. Besides donating, besides volunteering, tell us everything we need to know to get involved with Best Friends. Anything else we need to know about Best Friends? How we can help these beautiful animals.
Sure. I mean, stop by. We're just down in SoHo and right here in New York City on West Broadway. If you go to bestfriendsny.org, you can learn about donating, fostering, volunteering, all the information. But I always say come by. It's a very welcoming place. It's a happy place.
I keep threatening to go, and now I'm going to go.
Let's take a little trip.
Yeah. Oh
Let's
my
take
gosh,
a little
you really
walk
should.
down in SoHo.
I think
maybe leave with a cat.
Maybe leave with a Quinn. It was
You
a pleasure.
never know.
I knew I'd win you over.
Look at this baby. To learn more about adopting, fostering, and to see some cats and dogs available for adoption right now, you can visit Best Friends at the link on your screen.
Can't wait.
In a minute.
That's right.
Perhaps.
After the break.
Link.